Stocks finished in the red today after some worse than expected U.S. manufacturing data. Now, Sarge, today's U.S. manufacturing data came below the pivotal 50 level. How much of that has to do with the U.S. fiscal cliff concerns?
Well, it has something to do with the fiscal cliff. It also has something to do with Hurricane Sandy. But those aren't the main things. There really is a drag in the manufacturing sector in this economy right now. We saw out of the different Fed districts weak numbers all month long, except for Richmond, because they were the lone beneficiary of weaker numbers out of New York, Boston, and Philly. So what you have is a weaker sector, not only in the broad scheme, but employment within that sector. And inventory building has been weak. Now, inventory building was a very strong part of that increased number we saw for third quarter GDP. Now, if inventory building isn't going to be there, did we rob from the fourth quarter in order to pay the third quarter? It's starting to look that way. JP Morgan lowered their fourth quarter guidance out of 1.5% today, and I heard another very well-known economist say the same thing, although he doesn't come out with that in public yet. So 1.5 is about what we're seeing. Now, that's going to be quite a drop-off from the third, and I think that will bode poorly for the fourth quarter and so on. So this ISM number today did matter. We had a very positive pre-opening with Greece offering to buy $13 billion worth of bonds at 34% of face, although they can't impel the people to sell the holders because it's under British law. But we had that. So we had some positivity also with the Chinese numbers coming into today. But today was really a down day, although volume was very light because everyone's afraid to get ahead of the curve given the negotiations we're seeing regarding the fiscal cliff.
Now, tomorrow's going to be relatively light on U.S. data. How do you expect market action to look like tomorrow?
You know, you're right. There's not a lot out there, not only here in the U.S., but globally, there's not a lot out there tomorrow. We do get unemployment numbers later in the week, and that's going to be a big deal. But I think the fiscal cliff will be in focus tomorrow because I don't know if you saw late today, the GOP made a counteroffer to the president and to the Democrats. And I read the offer, okay? They don't make much headway as far as raising taxes on the highest earners. So that's going to be a sticking point with the Democrats. But they do make a lot of compromises in terms of how you pay for medicine and many other things. So it does look like there is revenue increases and there's also some budget cuts. So I think the Republicans did go into some places they didn't want to go to. So now it's the Democrats' move, and maybe you'll see something tomorrow.
Great. And also, December, of course, traditionally is a pretty good month for stocks. Which sectors do you see leading the gains this month?
You know, I would have expected, because the retailers aren't off to a good start in the Christmas season, I was thinking maybe late in the season, as the sales get juicy, maybe you'll see the retailers do a little bit better and take the transports with them. But there's so much uncertainty going into the end of the year that with the fiscal cliff not being a known quantity, I'm not sure. So I'm still going to hold on to that a little bit. I'm going to hold out some hope that we do get a little bit of a Santa Claus action there, but I'm not positive.
Thanks, Sarge.